Think about what you desire, my gorgeous Leo. Think about what you desire. You need to be completely honest with yourself at this stage of your life. You need to think about what you desire, set your goals high, and expect the best possible outcome. Why? What is going to happen at the beginning of this week? Listen to me very, very carefully. This week is going to be more important than you can possibly imagine, because you are going to decide to make a really important steps about some kind of idea you had for a while. Okay, listen to me very carefully. You are about to make the first and very important and very significant steps when it comes to this idea you've had for a while. You need to understand the importance of this. This is going to change your life, and this is a lot to do with you achieving one of the greatest things ever, and it's to do with a very, very long and ongoing wish you've had for a while. This in itself is going to immediately reflect on your own optimism and happiness. Everything is gonna start making sense after this moment in time, because everything is gonna start falling into places indeed, but it's going to reflect a lot on your financial situation in the best possible way, especially when it comes to the certain things you were worrying for a while. This in itself, you need to understand, this in itself is the time of your own transcendence. You're about to rise up, you're about to honor your inner force, my gorgeous Leone, and these are your steps. Steps are being given, so you need to go with this really powerful flow at this stage of your spiritual journey, which means that this is going to unfold very shortly towards you understanding that you have to accept something not working out. Something is not gonna be working out, and that particular thing that it's not gonna be working out for you is just to do with the specific part of your life. It's karmically that has come to an end. But then again, when something meant to us so much a while back, it's sometimes really hard to let it go. So you're gonna need to understand what this is, because this in itself is also starting to create a blockage in your life. So you need to accept this and like not happening, not moving on, and then you need to move on with your life, because this is something, as I said, that has been preventing you from focusing, especially when it comes to your focused intentions and things like that. When it comes to you doing the right thing in order to nurture your spirit, to nurture your soul, and ultimately your entire life. So this is what you need to remember, oh my goodness. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, you are going to have a really unusual dream. An unusual dream which you are going to have. It's going to be extremely short, extremely quick, but it's going to be ridiculously vivid. And there is something really special. That dream is not going to make sense whatsoever, but something to start with. But only at around the end of this week, you are going to see something, and you're going to face a really unusual situation where something really weird and bizarre is going to be revealed to you. And then at that moment in time, plop, you're going to remember exactly what that dream is, and suddenly you're going to see this in a completely different light. And that dream that did not make a sense to start with whatsoever is right now at this stage of your life going to provide you with an important answer here. This is like a God's gift. And by the end of this week, you will see exactly why. Because otherwise, if you did not have this dream, you wouldn't know what to do, and you would not stay on the current path that you should stay at. So something is indeed going to be really kind of challenging you, but it's also going to come in a form of a really bad temptation as well. And this dream is going to protect you, and you will see, because the answer is going to be in that dream. dream indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Leone, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, do you know what's really wonderful? Like, oh my goodness, you are gonna be like kind of basically you are going to be having this vision, this beautiful vision, and this vision is just going to come to you out of the blue. You know, you're going to be like doing something, you're going to be focusing on something, and then suddenly you're going to have this vision. It is very difficult to explain how you're going to feel, but you're going to feel like you're in a completely different dimension. This vision is going to feel so real. This vision is going to be so powerful. So what this vision is going to be about, where the vision that you're gonna have, it's that much needed confirmation again and clarity when it comes to the beginning of this week. When I said that you are going to make a really important mind-blowing steps, you know what I mean, when it comes to that idea that you had for a while. Now by the time you get to the mid part of this week, this vision which you're gonna have, it's gonna like really kind of help you to reconnect with yourself, but it's also gonna confirm some kind of additional things that were subconsciously kind of still holding you back, holding you down. This is so important, but it's also to do with the specific people in your life that are going through maybe really, really difficult things. And because you're so connected to these specific people in your life, this has been affecting you, bless your heart. So you need to kind of understand that you must not allow your energy to be tempered with. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't worry about people in your life, but I'm just saying that now there are lots of things that are going to take over, and you need to be present. You know, you need to put yourself as a number one. You need to ignore the certain people in your life that are maybe starting to slowly but surely drain your energy, and it's to do with the specific problems that started to affect you as well. So this is why you just need to kind of reconnect with yourself and put yourself as a number one here. Indeed, you know. So if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. I'm not saying nobody else will, but nobody can take care of yourself like you can take care of yourself, my gorgeous Leone. And it all starts with you realizing your value, you realizing your worth, you loving yourself. The more you love yourself, the more positive things you're going to bring into this world, the more powerful your inner world is going to become, which is ultimately going to reflect on your outer world as well. So also, when I say that you are going to have this vision, you know, it's a bit more to it. These things, you know, these steps that you're going to make at the beginning of this week, when I said, and then I said you're going to have a really powerful vision at around the midweek. Now, the bottom line is, towards the end, you're going to be smiling so much, because you will know the bottom line is, when it comes to that vision, this is a very powerful sign that your inner strength is about to return. When you have this vision, this is also your sign to move back to wholeness, my gorgeous Leone. This is your sign to recognize that you have the power, my gorgeous Leone, when you have that vision. Okay, so, and also ultimately you will know, you will understand that that vision, dun dun dun, is going to transform your life forever. Okay, that vision is going to these steps that you're going to make at the beginning of this week, you know, when it comes to that idea that means to you so much. Now, the direct result of this vision is going to be the fact that you will know that the steps that you're going to make are going to transform your life forever. And this is going to put you in such a powerful mode, in such a powerful mood. And you will, you know, you are really going to be into it so much. You're going to start feeling more optimistic. You're going to start feeling so much more happier, but also you're going to become very, very keen in order to make a specific sacrifice here. There is a sacrifice that you're going to need to make. Like, oh my God, there is a specific sacrifice you are going to need to make, but you need to be strong, you need to be smart, you need to be firm, you need to be clever, my gorgeous Leone, because it's going to be consisting of you walking away from something that you were so worried about walking away from, because you were uncertain, what is going to happen after, because you know that you are going to be facing some kind of uncertainties, but you must not allow this to put you off. You have to follow your intuition right now, my gorgeous Leone, at all costs, because this in itself is part of a very, very powerful direction. As I said, you are going to realize that you are on the right path, and you have been on the right path all along. And although things didn't seem like that maybe within the last few months, but then again, now it's all going to start making sense, because you're going to see towards what a really nice direction your life is going to start drifting slowly but surely. By the time you get to the last part of this week, your heart is about to awake, my gorgeous Leone. Okay, your heart is about to awake. You need to understand, and that it's a lot to do with divine love in your life, and also at the same time, it's a lot to do with you understanding that you have to move beyond current drama. You have to move beyond drama in order to create your own path. You must kind of make a room for good energy in your life, and this is exactly why you are going to feel so indecisive. You're going to find yourself being quite indecisive at around the end of the week, because you will realize that somebody is causing this. There is a specific person who is causing this. There is a specific person who is making you negative. There is a specific person who is making you really, really unhappy, and that particular person, it's also a kind of affecting your happiness to the point that you really need to see what's going on here, because it's affecting your passion. And when somebody is affecting your passion, it's really kind of slowing you down until you pay attention to it and see what's happening here, what is going on. So it's to do with a specific situation in between you and somebody else, and you really need to kind of ground yourself, and you really need to follow your intuition. When it comes to that specific person, you cannot and you must not allow this specific person to actually do this to you, because what you need to do is follow your intuition when it comes to that particular person. And you also need to set the boundaries here. You need to set the boundaries. This is more important than you can possibly imagine. I know that you will know what to do, because all you need to do is follow your intuition, okay, because you are being guided, and at the same time, very, very important steps again are being given. Just remember this at the beginning of this week and right at the end of this week as well, especially when it comes to this particular situation here, indeed. So, and also, my gorgeous Leone, when it comes to the end of this week, fantastic, there is like a basically a very important decision which you are going to make, and that decision is to do with your spirituality, and you are really kind of tapping into something, and this is to do with really personal things. This is to do with your own spirituality. This is to do with you kind of doing something and trying something, for the first time, but also connecting and reconnecting with people who think like you, with people who are having and sharing a very unique vision on certain things in life. This is brilliant. It's really important to have like-minded souls and like-minded spirits in our lives, because we are human beings at the end of the day, and we do kind of like contribute to each other's energy. Of course that you can be surrounded by the people that are really negative and dark, and you're gonna feel negative and dark. You're gonna pick up on this. You see what I mean? You have to protect your energy, but also in the same way, when you are surrounded by the people that are spiritual, beautiful, and they share your weirdness, what lots of other people will kind of consider weirdness, these people understand you. There is an important decision that you're going to make, which is going to be a lot about personal things in life, but purely by reconnecting with spiritual, like-minded people. This is more important than you can imagine. This moment, oh my God, you really need to jump in as soon as you possibly can. There is more to it. It's not only about spirituality. It's not only about people who makes you feel good. It's not only about people who elevate you. of course, this is really contributing to our lives, and it's making us feel really optimistic, and it's raising, rising, our energy rises, like with people like this. It's fantastic, but and again, at the same time, you are really gonna be you're gonna be connected with somebody very, very important, somebody very significant, a very powerful person. It's about to walk into your life through that particular situation. Okay, it's a very important person. It's about to walk into your life. Very special person. It's about to walk into your life through this particular situation. Do you see what I mean? And this important person, there is so much that you're going to learn from. That particular person is going to learn so much from you as well. And there's some kind of secrets that you are going to have confirmed by that particular person, and these secrets that are going to be confirmed, it's, to do with very unusual things in life, but this is going to mean to you so much. And it's also in terms of like determination and inspiration. This person is going to make a really beautiful and positive impact on you. This particular person, it's a lot to do with who they are, what they are, and the way they live their lives. That particular person is going to play an absolutely giant role when it comes to you becoming a free spirit. It's important to be a free spirit. There are certain things you're going to pick up from that person that are like a God's gift in terms of like, how you want to live your life, and in terms of inspiration, realization, absolutely invaluable things about your life you're going to learn, but most importantly in inspiration, what to apply to your life, which is going to make you feel so much happier on daily basis. Okay, my gorgeous Leonie, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.